Hi, this is Woodlands Village, new development to be launched by Assetz Property in Wakefield. 47 apartments coming to market. I'm just going to talk you through the layout of the development. So we're set in the grounds of an old hospital. You've got some new build buildings which have been completed already by the previous developer, who unfortunately went into administration. New developers bought the development and is about to finish off the conversions and the last couple of new build blocks. What you'll see on the right hand side here is what was the old gatehouse. So the plan for this, the developer is going to use it as a site office in the short term. Eventually that will be a 4-bed detached house, but it'll be the last building to be converted as the developer moves out of the site. So the development's set in a circle surrounding this central green area you can see on the right hand side. This is all communal, so it's open to all the residents. If we walk down this way. So the building you'll see on the right now is the manor house. This is building number 3 on the Assetz site plan. This will be available for Assetz investors. You've got, from memory, 14 apartments in there, ranging from basement level up to the 2nd floor. So you'll see in the background now some of the new build apartments which were completed by the original developer about 10 years ago. And in front of you here is building 2, this low level building. This is the Henshaw. Again, this will be available for Assetz investors. Just to point out exactly where we are, so this is that communal green area here. Building number 2, the Henshaw, is the one you can see over there. And number 3, the manor house, is the one over on the right hand side. So as you'll see, from building 2 and building 3, you're going to have a number of units that look into the central garden. What we're going to do now is walk around the back of building 2, because you have a number of units at the back here that face into the car parking area. So this brown and yellow brick stock, I'd say this was built by the original developer. It's about 10 years old now. It's all named after sort of local heroes, if you like, Bronte, Hepworth, etc. Primarily sold to own occupiers. There is some shared ownership in there, but the bulk of the apartments were sold to own occupiers. You've got a couple of investors, some that come up for rent every so often. Building 2 is going to look near enough exactly as you see it now. The windows will be replaced. There's no listing on any of these buildings. Okay, it is a conservation area, so there is some work the developers had to do with the council, but there is no listing, so the developers are allowed to put in brand new UPVC windows, etc., to make them all nice and airtight, heat tight, get the EPC ratings up. But a lot of those original features that you see in terms of brickwork and around the fascias and the gutter and all that will be remaining, and it will be remedied and tarted up to look brand new. So we're coming back round to the front of building 2 now and back towards the manor house. Just to point out a couple of things. So on the manor house, the roof line is being extended to come out to the same level across the back as it is at the front. So on our floor plans, on our price list, you might see some units that say a 2nd floor extension. That's where that roof line is being extended, a new mansard coming out the back. And so that building will all be one level across the top. Okay, so we're coming round the communal garden now, up towards the manor house, or building 3. So this path that we're on, this will form part of the communals still. These steps down into the garden are being retained. And then this will be the front of the manor house. So as you see, it will be staying pretty much the same, obviously, but with new windows. But but all the features that you see again are being retained. The stone sills, that big feature entrance, that's all staying with the pillars. So you've got some lower ground units which are hard to see because of the hoarding, but they do lift up sort of just above ground level, so nice and light, nice and airy. Obviously quite elevated here, so still have a nice view down into the gardens. The cornice work you see around the top, obviously that's all staying. It'll be repainted and amended and fixed where necessary. And again, there's no listing on this building, so the developer can put brand new windows in and can make all necessary changes to bring it up to the right sort of EPC levels.